Hey everyone, hope everything's going well. You guys and gals know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. All right, I wanted to talk about a few topics tonight, but before I do, I wanted to show you this autograph. George Mitchell through the mail. George Mitchell was the guy who was part of Congress back in the day, but he also was part of the Mitchell Report investigating the steroid saga. And yeah, I have this autograph in my collection. Someone on Instagram was saying that, hey man, this guy is an Epstein associate. Maybe I'll talk about uh, that stuff in a live stream with Steve Splenda. But no, I don't think he was part of this ring. But who knows? Anything's possible these days. A lot of crazy people out there. All right. I wanted to now talk about the topic, and it's regarding vintage. I think it's Sports Shack. He has a good channel. He talked about how he watched my video the other day and how he didn't agree with my statement that, hey, using a microfiber cloth is okay. And, me coming from the coin world, you're not supposed to clean coins, right? And that's why I'm over a year ago when this Kurt's card care situation came out with Herbert, I was like, hey, man, they've removed this marking from the card. Now it's $1 million card. It's reached the headlines. And I did so many videos. I ticked so many people off. It eventually reached Revel because Sports Card Radio did a story on it. And on top of it, I think P. Ryan shared my story. Card Porn would not call me by name because they're part of the Good Old Boy Network. But putting that aside, the topic was discussed by even many YouTube channels as well. And after that whole situation, I ended up talking to Nat Turner. Nat Turner told me that using a microfiber cloth is what the graders use to remove any debris. So he's fine with it. The other grading companies, from my understanding, are fine with it as well. It's now the question of a substance, chemical, whatever you want to call it. I'm not fine with that. And I don't use a chemical, obviously, a substance. I don't use a microfiber cloth for my cards because I put them in sleeves. I put them in a top loader. If the top loader is dirty, I change the top loader. Simple as that, okay? And, some people may say that, hey, look, this card that you show has an auto. Technically, you're messing with the card. I got that comment before or multiple times, and what I tell people is a lot of collectors like autographs, and it's disclosed. Now, people would say with the Kurt's card care situation, that was disclosed, so people shouldn't be mad about that. What I was irritated about is I didn't believe, number one, the sale of the item, and two, that this was getting mainstream press. Oh, her $1 million Herbert card. But it didn't tell you that this card was, in my opinion, tampered with, altered. Other people don't think so. They blame the grading company, companies like Panini and Topps instead. But, you could look at my older videos to see my own thought process on that. Ultimately, though, I don't use microfiber cloth for cards because of the sleeves and top loaders. The only situation I would use a microfiber cloth, if I'm selling one of my items, it would be for an item, an autograph, that is not sleeved up. I have a very big picture. It's not in some sort of sleeve or top loader. And if I were to sell it, assuming that the autograph's authentic, very important, then I would use the microfiber cloth to clean it and disclose, hey, I use the microfiber cloth to remove the dust, as I don't want to send you in the mail a very dusty picture. I mean, some people are, I wouldn't say are allergic to dust, but could have some sort of allergies. So I don't want to even do that as a seller. That's the time where I would be like, hey, look, I need to clean that dust off. And I don't want to send cards with top loaders that are dusty. So I just change it to a different top loader. So that's the time where I would use a microfiber cloth, to be honest. And I know some people don't agree with me at all, but the tide is turning because now you're starting to see people saying, "Hey, look, you're able to turn a PSA 4 to a PSA 9 or BGS 9." And there's more cards of that. I'm going to do maybe another video this weekend discussing this. And it's just strange how you're seeing these huge divergences. I did not see these huge divergences a couple of years back. Yeah, sometimes people said, hey, I was able to take a CSG like 6 or whatever, 6.5, and then they did some modification to the card, alter the card through one of these products. And then they got what, a 9.5 on BGS. It's utterly ridiculous what some people have been doing. Now, once again, if you're using these substances, I do believe you need to disclose it. Okay? But still, this is why I stay away, and I will stay away from the high end, because a lot of these cards have been altered. A lot of them have been trimmed. And, putting aside the just cleaning the dust off, which happens by graders at PSA, according to Nat Turner, there's a lot of cards that I wouldn't want to speculate in because I don't know what's going on. And they don't want to open Pandora's box. Last thing, they don't want to open Pandora's box by looking at maybe one of the videos that I've done, maybe for trimmed cards, altered cards, because it'll open up other cards that were probably trimmed and altered from the same person who submitted it. That's why they don't do that. That PWCC story from that guy in Florida a week and a half ago that I did, that opened up Pandora's box. And there's more cards out there that I didn't even discuss yet that are decertified. And it's multiple cards. It's just unbelievable out there. I'll probably put in a video form sometime next week, but yeah, there's a lot of problems with that. And just using a cloth, I don't think is in the same boat as altering. But once again, I don't use it for my cards, and I'm going to only use it in extenuating circumstance. Like maybe that Chester Bennington card where it's just dusty as hell. And I would disclose it. So anyways, let me know what you think. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Thank you. Bye.